Hello, today we're playing Stadium and Chase, Class E, race on Need for Speed World on Spark server. Before we get started, good job existing. And on top of that, I have a car. And that makes sense because it's a car game. Look at it, it's like a metallic brown. I looked at some reference photos online and I actually got the idea for this paint color. Not from this car, but some other older Toyota. I got rid of the black contrast part you're used to seeing on the bottom half of it. Brightened up the wheels, not excessively, but just a tad, so they kind of pop a little more, and I love how it looks. I like this. Anyway, that was that. Let's do the race. I was going to re-quote the name of the race again, and I've already forgotten. No, I haven't. It's Stadium and Chase, and let's play it. Oh, golly, I'm already crammed behind everyone else. So, we are just working our way through some amount of the remaining E-Class races. And from then, we will start moving on to slightly faster events in D, and then Class C, and on and on and on and on it goes. So, I thought instead of using just the same two E-Class cars I have, I'd actually sink my teeth into a third one. So here we go. This Toyota Corolla, which has some sort of famous variant from some sort of famous thing when it's white and black and has, I don't know, I think it's Japanese writing on the side or something like that. Forgive me if I got that wrong. Anyway, I don't know anything about what that's about, but I like how this car looks designed this way. So, that's what we're doing. Alright, where are we at? 20% left for this race. Crash that down. Oh, I have some competition. I'm not used to this. Get behind me, silly. In fact, I'm going to use a ready and slingshot like that. So something I've noticed recently, looking back on some of my recordings, slingshots, the regular ones and team slingshots and team escapes, have this very strange effect on YouTube where basically because of the effect it's doing, like you can see right here and now it's gone, it seems to decide that the overall quality of the video has just reduced visually, and in accordance with that seems to unnecessarily and without anyone asking, even if you fix your quality settings to the highest, it just weirdly, like, I don't even know how to explain it, it just kind of fuzzes that whole section of the video, and I don't know a way around that other than not using the slingshots. I'm not good enough to not use them, though. So I'll probably just keep using them. I've heard of things like codecs, and I've made sure that mine is running on, like, the VP9 codec or something, so that's not an issue, and I record it, you know, native resolution with good settings and a powerful computer taking care of it, so unfortunately, I don't believe there's anything I can do about that. If you happen to know, let me know. Give me a little shout. If there is some way other than not using slingshots, I can get YouTube to stop sort of mysteriously and non-transparently lowering the visual quality because the slingshot is kind of putting so many particles everywhere, it just decides to make it fuzzy, you tell me. And again, I mean it. I already know the codec's working right. My recording settings are great. It's like almost lossless, at least for the actual files. These take forever to upload. And even once it's done fully processing all its HD versions all the way up to 2K, it still just seems to want to do that on those slingshot moments, so yeah, I don't know if there's a trick about that. Now I'm also going to reference something from another previous video. So I said something about Phantom Tollbooth, a book I read in middle school, and it was really silly and weird. I alluded to one thing that was a sort of a proof point that it was silly. I'm going to say another one because I remembered it, and it's funny. There's just this point in the book, and I think it's similar to the point where I was talking about before, where like, there's characters in a car, and it's not going anywhere, and finally the main character looks at the secondary characters they're with, and is like, well, why aren't we driving anywhere? Because they'd been talking. They'd been talking and talking, and finally he says, like, why aren't we going anywhere? And then the secondary character says, oh, well, you know, it goes without saying. And then after a few moments of silence, the car moves. Because it goes without saying. If you don't say it goes. That's the sort of just ridiculous nonsense that book has. Anyway, I don't know why. I just thought of clarifying that. I remembered it when I was brushing my teeth this morning, and I thought that would be fun to add in. Anywho, let's... No! You get back here! Well, that was stupid. I'm so sorry if you were listening through headphones. I do apologize. That was upsetting. I also lost by 0.09 seconds. How sad. Goodbye.